communities. We have two videos we're going to start off with. The purpose of our town hall meeting here tonight is to educate the people that don't work in the Postal Service about what's really going on there. Why is the Postal Service in trouble? So we're going to start off with a short, I think it's about 30 minutes or 1 minute video.
Postal Service is critical to our economy, delivering mail, medicine, and packages. Yet they're closing thousands of offices, slashing service, and want to lay off over 100,000 workers. The Postal Service is recording financial losses, but not for reasons you might think. The problem? A burden no other agency or company bears. A 2006 law that drains $5 billion a year for post office revenue, while the Postal Service is forced to overpay billions more in the federal accounts. Congress created this problem, and Congress can fix it.
Okay, we have a second video, and there's been plenty of people in Congress, Senate, and the House of Representatives been talking about this issue. There's more than a dozen different bills that they're fighting over, and we have to wait and see who's going to win on this. But this is DeFazio. He's from, I believe, Oregon, and he puts it in words better than anybody else we've seen.
Later today, something stunning is going to happen that'll catch many Americans by surprise. The so-called Postmaster General is going to announce details that will lead to the end of the United States Postal Service and universal postal delivery in this country. This is an incredible blow to our economy. They're talking about closing processing centers. Let me just be specific. In my area, they're talking about closing the Eugene Springfield Processing Center. I mean, to buy mail letter from Springfield to Eugene, 6-7 miles away, it'll be carried by truck to Portland, Oregon, and then sorted there, and then trucked back down, sometime that week. They're saying they will no longer guarantee 1 day or 2 day delivery on first-class mail. They're going to move to a guarantee of sometimes, you mail it on Wednesday, it'll be a minimum of 3 days. Till, wait, we don't have Saturday delivery anymore under this plan, so actually you mail a letter on Wednesday or a bill on Wednesday, it won't get there until the next Monday. They will drive more people to use the services that have cut into their revenue. They will drive, but some people don't have that option. And some things are essential to commerce in this country. There are many, many businesses that will be affected by these delays, in addition to the delays of prescription drugs or Netflix mailing DVDs or people buying things on eBay, Amazon.com. These things will flood over to UPS and to FedEx and further undermine their revenues. This guy, this so-called Postmaster General, should be fired because of a lack of any imagination or initiative, is proposing the death knell for the great United States Postal Service. 100,000 people laid off. Oh, that's just what we need in America today. Let's lay off 100,000 people. Great idea. And then he's going to close local post offices. Talk about Little Tiller, Oregon, in my district. 16 miles on a windy road, subject to heavy rain, subject to black ice and snow in the wintertime, to the next town. Generally elderly population and generally not very affluent. These sorts of closures, which will save minuscule amounts of money for the post office, are going to be death knell blows to small rural communities across America. Now, weekly periodicals. Yes, today's news, next week, sometime. Yes, that's right. 7 to 9 days for your weekly periodicals. That's going to do a great thing for the remaining periodical industry. That's really, really special. And, again, driving people to look for alternatives that will further undermine their revenues. I don't think there could be a more short-sighted proposal. Now, there's plenty of blame going around because this Congress has failed to act. The Postal Service overpaid $7 billion into a federal retirement account, but the Republicans are refusing to give the money back to the post office. They'd rather lay off 100,000 people. They think somehow the private sector will take this over. Tell me who in the private sector is going to deliver a letter for 45 cents to a small rural community 40 miles from the nearest or 100 miles from the nearest sorting facility. That's not going to happen. These people will be deprived of any meaningful service. There are other critical reforms that could be undertaken short of dismantling, killing the United States Postal Service. If these proposals go forward and this Congress continues to fail to act, and this guy gets to continue to put in place his dyspeptic vision of a future for the Postal Service, and the White House continues to be totally silent, absent from this debate as they are so many, we will no longer have a United States Postal Service in this country. That would be an incredible blow to our economy, to our future, and the prestige of the United States of America. I guess we'll become the first developed nation on earth without a postal service, just like we're the only developed industrial nation on earth without universal health care. We're the best.